Hey, are you looking for some ways for your kids to have fun this summer? What about gassing up? Y'all know that gas is high. How about getting a bite to eat or even going to a nice hotel? Want to find out how you can do this all while getting paid? Check out this video. Who got the tea? We got the tea. Get ready for the tea with Nee and Ree. Who got the tea? Get ready for the tea. Get ready for the tea with Nee and Ree. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is the girlfriend T with your host Nee, and I got Ree on the way. We rep God, we talk about life, deal with finances, motherhood, wifedom, and everything in between, all while promoting and supporting small businesses. Our goal is that you leave here with a little bit more knowledge than what you came. So, as you already saw in the teaser, we're talking about making money through mystery shopping. But before we get into it, let me bring in my co-host.
Hi.
Hey, Ree.
Hey, Nee.
How you
We're
doing?
back. We're
We are.
black. We're
We are back.
sisters. Yes.
No, don't do that. Yeah, we are. I don't know what you was about to sing. I
That
thought
was
you was.
from the Wayans brothers. We're
Yeah, I
back.
thought so.
We're
We're
back.
brothers.
But we're not. We're
We're
sisters.
yeah, we are sisters. We're happy and we're singing and we're.
Colored.
So I
But we're
told the
back.
people last week that we were going to be back together because we actually did some mystery shopping this weekend.
Mhm.
Now we can't tell y'all about that, but we are going to talk about mystery shopping because we never talked about it on the channel. So
Nope.
mystery shopping. What is mystery shopping? Mystery shopping is doing all kinds of different jobs, y'all. I mean, anything that you can probably think of. And I'll even let Ree give you some information on some probably crazy mystery shops, but you get paid to do this. So,
Mhm.
I talked about gassing up. You can get gas shops where you get paid to, um, I can't say, I'm gonna be honest, you're not gonna fill up your tank. That's not gonna happen. But you can get maybe like a gallon or two. And then you can do more than one gas shop. So you can actually do as many as you want. I don't think they cap it, but the reports that I've done are kind of long, so you may not want to do too many. But let's just say you do 5 in a week. That's what 5 gallons a gas. I don't know how much that is, but that'll save you at least $20 because gas is like five
Mhm.
dollars a gallon right now, right?
Yep.
Um, and then while you're there, sometimes you even do food shops. So you'll get your gas, you'll get some food, and probably something to drink. And that sounds nice. If you don't have to pay for it, I think I like the gas
I
station.
think so too.
Yeah, I like the gas station shops myself. But Ree, let's tell them about some crazy shops. Some shops you could get paid to do
Whew.
some
Some
unexpected
crazy.
things.
Okay, some crazy shop. So I guess too, I was gonna say that the mystery shopping is basically the stores, the companies, they really just want you to evaluate their product or their service and make sure their standards are being met. And like what Nee was saying, anything and everything can be evaluated. Some stuff it might be obvious, some stuff may not be so. We just learned something new last week. But one of the shop, well, what you probably think mystery shopping is going in buying food, and they do have a lot of restaurant shops
You do.
and possibly clothes and stuff like that. Yeah,
Mhm.
Shanice does a lot of food shops. Gas
Mhm.
station shops she was talking about, y'all, that ain't
That
my
ain't her
cup.
cup of tea.
That ain't my cup of tea. But that's what she does. So
Mhm.
you probably have heard about those or seen people talking about those. But some of the ones that I like to do are hotel shops. So you can shop hotels, which is what we recently did last week or so. But
Mhm.
I don't know, my days running together. But yes,
Classic. Mhm.
yes. So that was very, very nice. You get to evaluate a hotel and experience a nice hotel. Some of the ones that you might not be aware of is you could evaluate a strip club,
What?
business club. Yes, I did a video on that. You can check
Mhm.
it out. That's
Mhm.
all I'm going to say. We do have special requirements for you to make sure you get your money's worth and your full satisfaction out of
Give
it.
them the plug to your channel. Give them a plug to your
Oh
channel.
yeah, okay, y'all. My channel is I had to think about my channel, girl. It's Gold Digger. So the Gold Digger channel. I have the video about mystery shops, some interesting shops, and we have the mystery shopping Q&A on Sundays at 7:30. But yes, you can
Wow.
actually, yeah, you can actually evaluate a strip club. Now, if that's a little bit too risque for you, then they also have adult toy shops where
Yes.
you can evaluate them as well. Now, if you feeling in your spirit, you feeling a little conflicted about it and everything like that, guess what? They even have church mystery shop. So you can get yourself all the way together and come full circle and say, Satan, get thee behind me until next weekend, okay? So they have all different kinds of shops that you can do.
Yeah,
Everything in between. Oh, and you can do movies too.
you
You can go
can do.
watch the movies as well. I did that with my kids. You can go to amusement parks. You can go to the zoo. I went to a sporting event. We both went to NFL games, and they have basketball games, like national sporting games. You know, like the NBA, the NFL, those kinds of things.
While
As
getting
well as,
paid, y'all.
yes, all while getting paid.
Mhm.
Hockey. So you can go to concerts. I recently saw one for the Justin Bieber concert, but I think Justin Bieber just recently canceled the rest of his concert dates. But that was a mystery shop as well. So yeah, it's all kinds
Mhm.
of things you can do mystery shopping for.
Now let's
So
back up to this church one. This was new to me. I
that
found
that one was new to us.
yeah, found that on her channel this past Sunday. I was like, stop a mystery shop for church. So
Yeah.
so how do you do that?
We
So one of
don't
the
know yet.
people
We still gotta evaluate that one because
we
I'm a
do.
little conflicted about that too. But yeah.
One of the guests on your show was saying how they evaluate the experience, and I was just like, oh, okay. I think I may just check it out because I'm curious.
I don't know. Okay, so after I'll be honest with you, after I did do some research.
Mhm.
So what I found was there are like one or two people who do it, who have companies, like some I think some of the companies that she mentioned, or one or two of the companies she mentioned, it's actually only one person that actually does it. It's not like they have a group of mystery shoppers.
Okay.
And one of the companies that was mentioned, it doesn't seem like they are in business anymore. And the one that we were like is crazy because the mystery shopping company was called Ship of Fools.
Right.
That one is, I guess, recruiting members, but that one didn't sit right with me. But
Hmm.
that is a mystery shopping company that does church mystery shops. But yes, if you check out that video, some of the other ones that were mentioned after the video, I did some research and I really couldn't find information on it, or they're no longer, the website is no longer working or whatever, or it's just one individual that actually goes to the church and not that they have a whole, what's the word I'm looking for, a
Um,
whole
I-
database of mystery shoppers. Yeah.
yeah. So even church, y'all. Um, but let the spirit
Yeah.
lead that one. Oh, but Ree went on to talk about so the summer is coming, right? Next week I think is, I'm looking at my calendar. Next week is officially summer on the 21st. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
21st. So they have movie shops, they have jump park shops, and what's some others that I did? They have, when you could go like to a game, I want to call it like a game room, an arcade where like you can play um,
Mm-hmm.
different games in there, you can win prizes. I want to call it an arcade, but it's more than just video games in there. You can like do bowling or trying to think of some laser tag, like places like that.
Mm-hmm.
So those parks too, you get paid, y'all, for your kids to have fun.
Yeah.
So I mean, look into it. Some other easy ones that we really, really love doing are bank shops.
Mm-hmm. Those are easy.
Real easy, like 10 minutes
Really.
easy. Like, yeah, like go in there, just put some money into your bank account and get paid to
Yeah,
do it. Mhm.
exactly.
Some other ones that I like doing is where you mail up packages. I'm gonna send you a package, girl. It's gonna be free. It's gonna be free. I don't have to pay nothing. I'm gonna mail off those packages. Um, and I was gonna say another one that I like too are some of the home improvement stores. They recently changed one, and I'm so happy because it used to be so many narratives. Now, I think it's like one or two, and the rest is like yes and no. So I'm about to go ahead and get those too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You
Now,
shop that.
Denise did say she does it no, she does it full time.
Mm-hmm.
I do mystery shopping part time.
No, she don't do it part time. How you really do it?
I say sometime. I do it
She's a
sometime.
sometime shopper. Yes, a sometime shopper. A part time shopper is, again, somebody on her channel mentioned that they did it like 16 days out the month, so like half the month. That's part time. Rita is sometimes. Sometimes she feel like doing it.
And
Sometimes,
sometimes I don't. But yeah.
yeah.
But yeah.
So and
But
then you go ahead.
I don't know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, even if y'all like y'all, but I don't want to go out. I don't feel like being bothered. I don't want to talk to people. What other kind of shops do they have, Ree?
They do have some online shops where you don't really have to interact with people that much. Just be careful about some of those. Some of them they don't always pay as well. Also, the phone shops, if you don't want to leave your home, those can be good. Now, they range in terms of price. A lot of the phone shops, they start off kind of low. The best phone shops to get are like $4. The best phone shops to get are the banking ones because those do pay a lot more. And that way you can do it from the comfort of your home. Those are the ones that I will do every month, pretty much every month. Um, so that I can get money. And usually, depending on the company, you're going to get anywhere from $25 to $30. I have gotten as high as $40 just from making a phone call. And the phone call usually is like 15 minutes or less, 10 to 15 minutes, depending on if the person knows what they are supposed to be doing.
Right.
So it's not a whole lot of your time or anything like that. So those are the ones that I like to do, and that's why I say I do them sometime. Also, I'll every now and then I'll do some food shops. This month of June, though, yeah, I have been doing a lot more than I typically do, just because the shops have really been plentiful. I'm also seeing more food shops than I was. Like they have some nice restaurants, nice like sit down restaurants, not so much the fast food restaurants. You can find some nice sit down restaurants. And we can't, the reason why we're kind of being vague and not saying any specific stores or restaurants is because that can, when you sign up with these mystery shopping companies, you are not necessarily supposed to expose who their clients are or whatever.
Right.
Well, I think we can say some of the stuff or whatever. Um, yeah, I think we can say we just can't because some of them will advertise on their platform like who the companies are that they are representing. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and share some of the ones, especially when it comes to food that I have seen. We have done well. What I have done. Well, no, I won't say that. I won't say
Yeah,
what
I
they.
was gonna say we're not gonna share. If y'all, because I'm
I was
like,
like, let me not get in trouble
girl,
because I got some active shops going on.
right.
So.
I'm like, I don't think we're supposed to say the names. Oh, y'all guys, this we could give you some of the companies that we work for, and there are a lot. So there are so
Mhm.
many shopping companies out here. One of my favorite is the Ipsos and Sassy platforms, and with those, they have companies like, well, actually Ipsos and Sassy. They
Mhm.
have Reality Base, RBG. Cole is Cole Sassy. Is that
No, it's on the Shop Metrics platform.
okay? So, but you got Cole. You have Amusement Advantage. What's some other ones? You know plethora. I
I
shop.
mainly do the Ipsos. Ipsos. Okay, yeah. You said I Secret Shop.
Mm-hmm. Bear
Um,
International.
yeah, yeah. I only use a handful of them.
Mm-hmm.
Once I find my favorites, I kind of stick with them. Now, I guess we didn't tell y'all some other information. So, like these companies, you should never pay to sign up with any of these companies. Okay, you may have to pay to do some of the mystery shops, and by paying, like you might have to purchase something, and then they'll eventually reimburse you for whatever you purchased, or they'll tell you how much you're going to be reimbursed for the purchase. But you shouldn't have to pay to sign up for any of these platforms or any of these companies. Now, they are going to ask you for your information. They are going to ask you for like your demographic information, like your address, phone number, even your social security number, because otherwise, how are they going to pay you? They need to have that information. You on some of the platforms, especially we mentioned Sassy, that's just one of the platforms that is used by the mystery shopping companies. That platform, you don't always have to give your social security number out initially. You can wait until you actually can see what shops are in your area, and then you can provide them with your social at that time, so you can see if they are in your area before you're like giving out your social security number. I won't say willy nilly, but what Shanice was saying, there's a lot of companies.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's best to sign up with a lot of companies just so you can see the wide variety of shops that are available. Also, certain times of the year, you might see more shops than at different times of the year. Also, certain companies are looking for different things at different times of the year. So you might see this company have a lot of shops at one particular time, and then they don't have anything for a while, and then they might have something else at a different time. So that's why we say sign up with different companies so you can just see all the variations that can come from the company, the actual companies or corporations that are using the mystery shopping platforms and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
I hope that clarifies some stuff.
So also Rita talked about they're asked about certain demographics. So I also do this as this is a business for me. So I went ahead and I got a tax ID. So you don't have to use your social security number if you don't want to. I initially did, and then I went back in there and I changed it out. So you can get a tax ID number real quick, irs.com, and you can actually get a tax ID number one time a day. So you can get a tax ID number 365 days of the year. But you probably don't need 365 tax ID numbers. So
Mm-hmm.
if you feel uncomfortable about that, because I talked to some people and they were like, well, why they need my social security number? And I actually did the same thing when I first started. I was like, Ree, why they need my social? Mm-mm, mm-mm. Because it's online and you don't really talk to people, so you don't trust it. But y'all, I've been doing it for almost a year now, and I get paid via they do PayPal. I think some
Mm-hmm.
do direct deposit, so it can go into your bank
Mm-hmm.
account. So it is legit. Especially the ones that I told you, like all the ones I mentioned, I have gotten paid. It's been no problems. So I say check them out. Another thing I want to mention to you about the secret shops. So we're telling you, hey, you can get paid. And Rita mentioned, be careful with some of the ones that you can do from home, like the online shops. Some of the reports are long, so I'm not going to try to lead you and say, "Oh, it's all good." Some of them are really easy, and some of them are longer than others. And you kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
well, dang, is this worth it? I'm gonna
Nope.
be honest. When I first did one of those sporting event shops, I was like, man, I don't know about this. This is a lot. This is a lot. But at the end, I always feel that way usually when I do the first one. Um, and it's gonna take like a second time for me to be like, okay, it wasn't too bad. But I can't say my guests enjoyed the experience more than I did. Because I think I finally got to sit down at the end. I was like, whew, is the game over? Is it over? Are we winning? I mean, what's going on? But that was because I also got there a little bit later than what I wanted to. If I would have got there earlier, I could have got most of the shop out the way, except for the part at the end. So when they and they also do training. So some of the shops that I've done, I've had to sit, and that's when you get to talk to somebody, right? I've got to online sit down and you ask different questions. I even got phone numbers. They got my phone number if I had questions or any issues. They called me back. I actually called somebody by mistake, and when I say she called me within like 30 seconds, I was like, hey, I didn't mean to call you. Hey, everything okay? Everything, you good? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. But it's good to know that you have that kind of support. So I would say start off with some easy ones if you're new to this. Like we told you, the easy ones are probably the banking
Some of
shop.
the banking ones, yeah.
I would even say some in the mailing shops where you can mail off a package. I think those are good.
I wouldn't say that one
You don't
just
think so?
because, yeah, because they got to keep up with the time. That's the only reason why.
Oh, okay.
And it's the time when we say keep up with the time for all mystery shops, they want to know the time you enter it and the time you exit it. But for the when you're mailing stuff, the shipping ones, they want you to keep up with the time to the second.
Mhm.
So you got to really be mindful of that. And that's why I don't recommend it, because it also tells you it's going to be a quick shop. And sometimes with some of the other stuff that Shanice is a pro, that's why she been doing it full time. But some of the stuff that you have to check out, not only are you shipping, but you got to make sure that they have the appropriate stuff in the store. So you can get overwhelmed by trying to make sure, oh God, I got to see how what's in the store, how many people are ahead of me in line, how many people are at the counter, all that kind of stuff, keep up with the time and stuff like that. So it can be a little it may be a little bit overwhelming if it's like your first time, just because it's short and you still have to keep up with a lot of stuff. Now once you start doing a few of them, it's really easy, but we don't want you to I would want you to be scared off at the beginning, just because you're like, oh my god, I didn't get everything, and next thing I know I was out the store or whatever, and I didn't even have the right time or whatever. So but yeah.
And what I will also tell you is that when you get a hold of these shops, so say if you are nervous and you're just like, hey, I'm new, the scheduler, that's what you call them, they have their email address posted. Some of them even give you their number, so I'm guessing that's their work number. You can say, hey, I'm new and I want to know about the shop before I started, what's expected, um what should I be looking for, how should I prepare. Some of them would even do that for you. I've had one from one platform, they were really really nice and patient with me, especially for one of the big ones, because I was like, I've never done this before, it seemed like it was a lot going on. And I even told her, I was like, I promise I won't ask I won't ask these questions the next time, but I want to make sure I get this right because I want to get my money. And
Mm-hmm.
I got like a 9.6 out of 10 on that shop, or 9 point something. So it was, it wasn't too bad. And I actually, my son, I got to give him some money too, because he was my secret agent in that shop. That's one of the shops where he had fun, him and my daughter. And so they enjoyed it. And it took, what I like about them is that they didn't want their shop back until the next day. So that was great. Well, I didn't have to submit that shop the same day. So you could kind of go home, especially with the food shops. Sometimes after eating, Rita, you be like,
Yeah,
man,
I
I'm
don't feel
feeling
like
on a
doing
report.
the report.
Mm-mm. About to take me a
Yeah.
nap, you know? So,
And don't get back up
right,
the
right.
next morning.
And another thing is have good communication with the schedulers, because they are flexible. Now you don't want to keep saying I can't do it, I can't do it. You don't want to be a flake, so to speak. But just, hey, I'm running late. You make Let's treat this as a job. So when you first get a job, you don't you shouldn't like, well, I'm gonna need off this week, I'm gonna need off this week. Hey, you don't want to have a lot of excuses in the beginning. So in the beginning, I would say, do your best, show them that you are a good shopper. I even say now that I'm like a quality assurance inspector, if you ask me for my title, because some of them, they even say that, I was a quality insurance inspector for a couple of jobs, and I really really like that part. So do your best. You never know, you could be on the other side of it. Maybe you can be a scheduler or editor or whatever the case may be. So you can start off as a mystery shopper, quality insurance inspector, and then become full-time with the company. So y'all check it out, especially, I'm saying now it's summertime, you can do so many fun stuff with your kids. Get free eats, free entertainment. It's so worth it. And you make money. You make money while doing it. I'm not gonna say you can become rich, depending on the shops that you get, but you can make some good money. Again, going
Mm-hmm.
back to the show on Sunday that she did, the part-time Mr. Quality Insurance Inspector, she made she shared with us like she made 1,100, let's say 1,168 dollars, and she only did it for 16 days out of the year. So
Out of
that's,
the month.
yeah, out of the month. I'm sorry, yeah.
Mhm.
So that's good money. My goal is to get at least 300 a week, and that may depends on the shop. Some shops I get are $100. Some shops I get maybe like 30 or 40. Some are even less than that. So, but my goal is 300 a week. So that's what, 1,200 a month. That's my goal. Sometimes I exceed, sometimes I don't, but you can make money. There's money to be made in these shops. So
Mm-hmm.
put your questions down in the comments. I forgot to mention before that this is a recording. We are not live. Put your questions down in the comments if you want to know how to sign up. If you're feeling funny about, hey, I know you said I could get a tax ID, but I still got some reservations about it. It's legit, y'all. It's legit. It's legit.
Mhm.
It's legit. I'm telling you, that's
Yeah. And
legit.
like Shanice was saying, she does it full time. I do it sometime. But even with me doing it sometime, I can make about $200 to $300 a month with me doing it sometime. And depending on what I'm doing, that's actual money that I made. In terms of products and services I received, I usually will get just as much of that, if not double that amount. So anywhere from $300 to $600 of free products and
Mhm.
services from doing the mystery shopping. Like one month, I pretty much had my groceries taken care of and everything, and that was with me just doing it, and getting reimbursed for my groceries, so to
Mhm.
speak. So that was just with me doing it sometime and not having to do it all the time. So I do it when it's convenient.
Because people have other jobs, they have other things they need to do. And actually, that's a good lead way until next week's episode, where we're going to talk about how you can leverage mystery shopping. So sometimes it may not always be about the money. Sometimes it's about the experience. What could be, like I told you, that shop I did, that sports shop. I would do it again, but that first time was rough. It was rough for me. Like I said, my guest thoroughly enjoyed himself. Um,
Well, I'm glad he did, because I don't think we're gonna be able to do it again.
no,
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the company on that platform since.
okay. Oh man, I know they
So
got different states though. I checked those.
mhm.
Like Florida is really
Yeah, some of the
famous.
other states, but I don't know. Maybe the company will just use a different platform. So maybe we might see it on another platform, like the one where you did the trampoline park or something. So who knows? It might
Okay.
just switch to a different platform than that one. So
Okay. And before we go, one more thing I want to say about that. Ree, you had mentioned that a lot of times some of the people that you see on one platform, they're on another platform. So
yeah, the schedulers.
mhm, when I was talking about, hey, you want to do a good job. So if you're doing good on, we'll just say Ipsos, right? And then you go to Code, they can say, hey, I do know that that person is, reliable, they're dependable, they give good shops, and the word travels. Just like on a job, a regular 9 to 5 that you work, word of mouth is everything. So do a good job. Um, put your best foot forward. And again, if y'all have questions, drop them in the comments, y'all. That's why we
Drop 'em
here.
in the chat. Drop
Drop.
them in the chat.
So y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I hope that you did learn what leave left. I hope that you leave here with some more information, and that you do pick up a side hustle um, and enjoy your summer. So that's all I got for y'all. What you got? You got any parting words for the family?
For mystery shopping, sign up with as many companies as you want. I always say take the jobs that seem fun to you, that
Mm-hmm.
you are familiar with, and check it out from there. But start with something that you think is going to be fun, because
Mm-hmm.
you'll probably have a better experience doing it. Fun and easy is where I say start. But yeah,
Yeah, sounds good. So, guys, until next time, we will see you. Yeah, take care.
thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, seductive.
It was. I wasn't trying.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Is that better?
Much better. Much better.